was a sea of Palestinian pride as members of the community gathered for their largest demonstration since the escalation of violence. The group marched from Sydney's Town Hall to Belmont Park in their thousands, under the watchful eye of more than 830 police officers.
It's very important for the Western countries to see the right picture, the real picture on who's committing genocide. It's Israel and America and Britain are all their allies.
What's happening in Palestine right now is just very unjust. You've got millions and 2 million, 3 million Gaza literally in an open air prison with no water, no proper electricity, no nothing. The world is quiet about it.
Organisers worked closely with police to promote a peaceful protest, drawing attention to the plight of the Palestinians and the innocent children caught up in the conflict.
And like Palestinians, white Australia ruthlessly colonised and stole this land where we are engaging on today and continues to engage in a brutal genocide to annihilate the native inhabitants. From Black Australia to Palestine, genocide is a crime.
Police warned against a repeat of scenes at Sydney's Opera House earlier this month, which saw anti-Semitic chants, flares and an Israeli flag being burnt.
We cry for the people of Gaza and Palestine, but we will not let our tears silence us. We will not let the oppressors of this state and the oppressors in Israel allow us to not raise our voices at the war crimes and genocide happening in Gaza.
There was, however, suggestions Hamas, a listed terrorist organisation, has been misrepresented.
This is one of the easiest political ploys pushed by Israel and its allies from the Western governments and the mainstream media to portray it as this fanatic, Islamist, bloodthirsty group that is hell-bent on the destruction of Israel and killing Jews. The truth is that Israel has engaged in oppressing, besieging and blockading Gaza Strip long before Hamas was established in
People are entitled to opinions on these matters. I think that what's very clear, and the only thing that I can say, is that Hamas was responsible for the death of a number of Israeli civilians, which we should condemn in the strongest terms. But if we can condemn the death of Israeli civilians, 1,400 Israeli civilians now dead as a result of that attack, we must also condemn the much greater death toll in Gaza.
On the back of this demonstration, New South Wales Police is preparing to respond to more than a dozen other rallies which are being planned for Sydney this week. The Executive Council of Australian Jewry has called out organisers for desperately trying to keep protesters to chanting in euphemisms and dog whistles. Their calls for the liberation of Palestine from the river to the sea is an unambiguous call for Israel's destruction, and the support for a new Antifada is a call for the murder of more civilians. 11 people have been arrested in connection with demonstrations to date. Another rally is planned for next Sunday. Julia Bradley, Sky News, Sydney.